It's that soft flow, this shit.
Hey man, it's your Walking King Chris. I'm back again with another video for y'all. Today it ain't a music reaction, you feel me? This is an interview. It's still with a well-known ain't why y'all so loud. It's with a well-known YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? CJ So Cool. You know, it's been a bunch of drama going on with him recently breaking up with his girlfriend where they have 5 kids. So yeah, it's been a lot going on around them, you know what I'm saying? But this is his interview. It said CJ So Cool revealed why he was starved and foster care by his white parents. You know what I'm saying? I know that can be a hard thing to go through, so we're gonna get into this interview. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about it and see what he says.
Now, you said that the foster home didn't work. Explain how it didn't work.
Well, it was a lot to do with what I would like to call racism. The people that were raising us in the foster care, it was more so a check. So it was me and my little brother. They were more concerned with getting paid versus taking care of us. And then when the social worker would come, I couldn't hold back. I've always been the same person. I just tell the truth. When they would ask me, I would already be coached by the foster parent. Say this, say this, say this. Don't say the truth. And then when they would come, the social workers, I just let it all out. We're getting treated so wrong. I haven't ate today, whatever it was. I would just let them know. The roof is raining in my food. Like, I remember everything in detail. It was so horrible that the social workers took us out of the situation. They contacted my real family, and that's how my grandmother adopted us.
Okay, so there were days they was.
Man, what, cuz? Man, I'm fighting. If I'm in that situation, I can't really speak for all the situations. I'm not, thank God. But I'm like, if they doing that to them, bruh, and they're not they're not getting treated correctly and stuff like that, I'd be upset. I'd be very upset. Bro, I'm snitching. You're right. I'm snitching on everything they do because I'm not going to be treated like this. I'm a human too. Stuff raining in my ceiling and stuff. No, bruh. I would treat me correct before I get the feds up in here. See, all this shut down.
Starve you.
Starve ain't the word. I remember the only entree we had. The entree was the ABC spaghetti, oodles and noodle, whatever you call it, right out the, Chef Boyardee can. We ate that so much, I was literally eating metal out the cans because we was eating it out the can. So that was so horrible. That's why I treat my kids and my girls' kids the way I treat them, because I already been through it, where people are only concerned about a check and not about the well-being of the child. So seeing all that, it was like, okay, not only.
This explains so much because he just said how he treat his girls' kids and stuff. He buys so much and does so much, bro. They're not, I think, three of the kids aren't his. He has twins and a daughter by somebody else. But the twins are with the royalty, of course. But I can see why he treats them like, because he was treated like this. He wanted to have the best of the best, the newest of the new, and be fly. Because his man was eating metal out of cans, bro, from some Chef Boyardee.
Am I gonna make myself professional? But I'm gonna be the best dad, best stepdad I could possibly be. So that's where all that came from. The way I was raised, the way I was brought up, it all tied into who I became.
You recently just said that your mom was on drugs, heavy on drugs.
Heavy. She missed my whole life. And literally, I'm not making this up. My mom, okay, let me say it. My mom, she was in Las Vegas when we were in Gary, getting taken care of by my grandmother, which is her mother. And she was doing her thing, scamming, whatever she could do, counterfeit money, stealing from the store. She was lit. And then she got caught, and then she went to prison. We never seen her before the prison, but we definitely didn't see her after. So now that I became this person, my mom came back into my life. I'm seeing these so-called leeches. You know, I don't want to.
Yo, that's sad, bro. That's sad. Your mom miss your whole life and come back when she got some money. Nah, bro. Don't come over with that, for real.
I talk bad on my mom. She still was my biological mother, but I will tell it to her face. I feel some type of way now. You weren't there. I had to grow up this way because you weren't there. Imagine being raised by your grandmother and your great-grandmother, and you're living in the 90s, and they're from the 40s, the 20s. My great-grandmother was born in 1929. So I was being raised under a whole nother genre. I would go to school in elementary. I'm singing the Temptations. Everybody singing Biggie and Tupac. I didn't even know who the freak Tupac was. Tupac, Biggie. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. I was at school on my knees singing to every girl. So I was raised this way. And it's like, I was the kid with the tight pants on, with the ashy elbows. I didn't have a drip because what was drip? My grandmother didn't care about the 90s swag. I didn't know about FUBU until high school. Rockaware, all those things that everybody else, Jordans, what? I had my LA gears on or whatever Payless was selling. So I literally went through it. I mean, but I'm not ashamed to talk about it. Obviously, I'm gonna be open with you guys because a lot of people that see me now, they don't see any of my past. So they call me a flexer and I do too much and I stunt too much and I'm flexing on my fans, but they don't understand the upcoming. When someone comes from absolutely nothing, the bottom, and they get anything, they're gonna be ecstatic about that. And that's me. I'm excited about my fame, my success. I made over $10 million just making myself a YouTuber. No one came up to me and said, you should be a YouTuber, here's a check. I just started making videos, posting videos, and then went up from there. Actually, my little brother Jinx, he put me onto that. I don't mean to jump too far ahead in my life because obviously there's a lot of steps, but before I became a YouTuber, my little brother, his name is Jinx, he already had a YouTube. He moved in my house and
That man Jinx. That man Jinx was some pressure back in the day. It's about that time for my daily dose. Man, Jinx used to go crazy, bro. Me and my brother used to stay watching Jinx, bro. I used to watch Jinx in the school, whatever. That jam was fire, bro.
I would hear him in the room. He would be so excited, screaming, yelling, laughing, but I didn't care because I was a dealer. I dealt craps and blackjack. So when I came from Gary, well, while in Gary as an adult, after the military was over, I got the trade of card dealing. So I dealt blackjack, excellent dealer. And then I learned craps, excellent dealer. And then all of the employees was telling me, you and your energy, you belong in Las Vegas. You belong in the mecca of gambling because you are not regular. So my whole life, everyone told me you're not regular. And the only reason why I wasn't regular is because of the way I was brought up. I didn't want to go back to that. So I knew that being regular would probably keep me in that poverty situation. So I had to be outlandish with everything. So that's how I am. I'm still like that today. So I moved from Gary with that experience of being a dealer, went to Las Vegas, landed a job at Caesars Flamingo so fast that my family couldn't believe it. Now I went from making $12 an hour to $40 an hour. Now I'm really feeling myself. So now that's when my Instagram came and I'm on there flexing. I didn't have a YouTube yet. So the way people see me now, I've always been like this. As soon as I got a taste of that money, I had to be like that.
Right. So at what age did you realize that your mom, it wasn't normal?
I think I didn't care until she came back into my life. Because where I'm from, this story I'm telling is the norm. I'm not the only one whose mom was on drugs. I'm not the only one whose father died in prison. It was so normalized that I didn't even really think about it until she came back. When she came back, it was 2015. I'm killing it on YouTube and she popped up. She came to my house in Las Vegas and I opened arms. I extended my invitation, come on in. I gave her the lifestyle that I was experiencing. And that's when I realized, I said, okay, I feel used because you weren't there for me. And her excuse was, I had a problem, I had an issue. She was honest, but that's not a good enough excuse because I'm not gonna be there telling my kids 20 years later, oh, I had an issue, I had a problem. I'm gonna be telling them why I'm so successful because it was them. I look at my kids and say, I have to do better because I'm not gonna be like my mom. So really, I owe everything to my mom. I would say my dad, but he's already freaking dead.
Okay. So when you were young,
just put it out like that,
in Gary, Indiana, did you ever see her out, on the corners or
she
things like
didn't,
that?
she came back. She didn't come back frequently, but I never seen her do her thing, but you don't have to see it because being that kid that I was, I'm always in the neighborhood walking around. People would tell me, grown-ups would come up to me like, man, your mama, man. And I would just be like, wow, you gonna tell me this about my mom?
I ain't bashing that man mom right in front of him though. That's disrespectful. I mean, like, I understand that you just, back in the day, you're gonna say something gossip or whatever, but like, dang, you telling that little kid that his mama out there doing crack or whatever. I don't know what drugs she was on or whatever, but you telling that man, you telling this man his mama business out there Of course, he already in the foster system or whatever. You see this, and you gonna let them keep antagonizing him. It's crazy, like for real though. But this man, see, I didn't know all this about CJ at all. I've been watching CJ for a minute though, like for a minute, like gotta be almost 5 years, 4 or 5. Yeah, that's a lot. But I ain't even know all this about him. I just know him from his reaction videos on World Star. That's it. That's crazy. He done changed a lot though. From the hair, he used to have short hair and everything waved up. But I mean, it's good. It's good. It's a good change. I like it.
And it began to get on my brain and on my heart. And then, like I said, I just pushed it away. That's my mom's decision. She's a grown woman. I'm already grown. I live with my grandmother, my great-grandmother. They've already raised me. They gave me the foundation that she was supposed to give me. And now at that point, I'm just glad she didn't take care of me because I would have been another crack baby. I know how crack babies get passed around. I'm just glad that she actually gave me up to foster care because it was my mom that did that. She started the foster care. She gave us up, and that's how my grandmother came into the picture.
That's real tough for real. I didn't know he was I didn't know he was in foster care at all. I didn't know his mom was on drugs either. That's crazy though. But yeah, CD done came from the bottom. Now that I look at it look at this says part 2, so I mean I'm guessing there's gonna be other parts to it or whatever. But that's gonna be it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow my socials. They're gonna be in the description down below. You feel me? Let me know what y'all want me to react to next, and I'll catch y'all in the next one for sure.
It's that South Florida shit.